Yeah, I think it's been fun. Like I like walking up and down and just asking questions and stuff.
We're
Yeah,
live.
yeah. We are
All right.
live. All right. Think Realty Nation, what's up? It's Avi. It's the last interview of the day. Look at me. I'm doing this. I know my producer Ron is like, stop pounding the table. All the more reason to pound the table. All right, not gonna pound the table. All right, so here's what's up. At the end of the day, you are listening, you're watching, you're thinking about real estate investing, you want to get involved, and you want to make money with it. You found your deal. You've maybe spoken with a couple of wholesalers, real estate agents, found the perfect deal. But you know what doesn't happen? You need money, right? It doesn't. Nothing happens until you actually have capital. So it's a good balance between deals and capital. So Sunset Equity, they're private lenders in the what areas?
We are in 48 states.
48
actually.
states.
We don't lend in North Dakota, South Dakota, and Alaska. Yeah.
I get it. Igloos. You can't.
We
Right?
can't fund igloos.
I mean, I have an igloo I need funding for.
It will melt.
So obviously capital is really important. You need that to be really successful as a real estate investor. And tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Sunset Equity Funding. I'm the managing director, Navid Lavi. We are based in Los Angeles.
Cool.
We fund fix and flip, bridge loans,
Yep.
cash out refi, and one of the programs that is very unique to us
Yep.
is our auction financing. We
Ah.
are financing
Awesome.
people at the auction, the day of the auction, in Southern California.
Okay.
So that's one of the very unique things that we created for the market.
Yep.
Also, another unique product that we have is our no interest on holdback.
No
That's
way.
one of the biggest
All right.
problems in the market. People are like, why would I pay you interest on something I don't have?
Right.
Right now, the way hard money lenders are writing their loans is you acquire the property,
Yep.
it costs you $1 million.
Yep.
You need,
Yep.
let's say I'm giving you 80% LTV, $800,000, you get the $800,000 up front.
Yep.
Also, you need the construction loan, which is $400,000, and that
But they'll
$400,000,
deploy that in tranches.
that is going to be a holdback. You don't have the money yet.
Right.
And you have to
you're
actually
still
pay
paying
interest
interest.
on it.
Yes,
So
that's right.
What we did, we created this for the market where you don't have to pay interest on the $400,000
Yep.
until you actually draw the money. It's just
Yep.
like a line of credit.
Yep.
You do pay interest on the acquisition portion of it, but let's say you fall behind 6 months on getting your plans, permits, or even if you're buying it at the auction,
Super important right now, yeah.
you have a tenant that is not moving out, you
Yeah.
can't evict. 6 months of paying interest on $400,000, let's
That's
say at
rough.
8 to 10%.
That's rough.
We did the calculation on a
I wouldn't even
$750,000 loan. You're paying, if you fall behind about 6 months on evicting
It's a lot.
it's about $66,600.
Right, here, let me give you a check right now for all of this. So let's kind of rewind for a second, right? I think that's a huge, awesome product to have, right? Not a lot of lenders have that. But let's address the difference between private lending and traditional lending, because a lot of folks may be watching this. They're like, okay, I want to get into real estate investing. Like I said, I found my deal. Help me understand what the true differences are between, say, going to Bank of America or Wells or some of your larger institutional, your general banks, and getting financing for a flip versus working with Sunset Equity.
Show me one of them that would give you the money in 7 days.
Okay, so one of the biggest challenges is you're looking at financing, but you're going to have to wait 60 days to get it, or 90 days to get
60 days to get it. In this market, you're going to lose the deal, most probably.
That's right.
With us, okay, I'm going to give you the money in, I have the capability of funding 48 hours after the appraisal is in. My appraisal takes 4 to 5 days.
Yep.
And 2 days after that, I can fund you.
Yep.
So, who is calling me?
That's a deal. We need that phone call.
Let's close it.
So speed
is-
and execution is
speed-
super important.
Speed is key in our business.
Yeah.
So if you are going forward with a institutional lender that cannot
Yeah.
fund you fast enough, you're
Yeah.
not going to get that deal. Also, with my LOI, you can go ahead and submit your offer as an all cash
That's
offer.
right.
So you have a better chance of getting the deal and
That's right.
closing it.
That's right.
So I would think that's the advantage over a lender.
That's huge.
The institutional lender.
And I think if you are a wholesaler, you're looking at getting into this world, I mean, listen, you need different sources of financing. You understand that cash is key, and you might also be finding properties at auction. So let's talk about that, right? Let's kind of fast forward the conversation to auction financing, because we have to get creative on how we're finding deals right now. Wholesalers sometimes aren't cutting it. Real estate agents are not cutting it. They're just not providing the right deal. So you have to go to the steps. How does this process work? How are you able to provide financing right then and there, day one?
Our auction financing is being implemented right now only in Southern California, because we have to get the money to the auction. Okay. So until drones are not legalized, we cannot get the money to other states.
I'm working on my pilot's license for my drone right now, for sure.
The way it works, you do your homework, let's say on 10 different properties. You send me the homework. You say, Navid, I did my homework on, let's say 3A, B, C. I'm gonna offer 100,000 on the first one, 200,000 on the second one, and 300,000 on the third one. We do our due diligence internally. We need you to do your due diligence on your side. We work with auction.com and Lawyers Title. So we check title, we make sure on our side our homework is clean. The day of the auction, we go to auction. We bid on those 3 properties. If we win the bid, we take the title under your name with us as security purposes only.
Got it.
And once the deed comes to our office, we draft the loan docs. You sign the loan docs. We quit claim the interest back to you, and we become the lender. You become the borrower.
So I think this is a really powerful strategy to use, especially when you're acquiring, right? Like, inventory is super, super low right now. Everybody understands that. If you go to auction.com, or even if you're looking at local auctions for property, this type of financing you don't really see a whole lot of around the country. It totally makes sense. So
100%.
if I'm looking into private lenders, right? How do I know a private lender is good? Like, what qualifying questions do I need to ask?
The qualifying questions number one, are they direct lenders or they're brokers? Number one.
Okay.
As a direct lender, I think you would have better chances of getting better pricing. You're direct with the lender, so you don't have to wait for the broker to go to the direct lender or their capital source to get things approved. With us, we are pretty much a boutique company. So you come to us very quickly. You're gonna have your LOI. It's speed. I would say test them out. Speed. If they are able to put out an LOI in a matter of 2 hours, you know that's the lender you want to work with. So,
I mean, I think that's really important. I think if there's one thing that I'm taking away from this conversation is speed, 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 especially in a market that's really hot.
I always tell my LOs, in this business, we don't have the luxury of time. We are working with minutes.
Got it. And just for those of us that don't know what LOs are.
Oh, loan officers.
Got it. Okay, cool. So making sure that you have a lender on their team has loan officers that understand execution is important, speed is important, time is important, and 100%. You know what? We need to be buying these deals right now, right?
Speed.
So you're lending currently in about 47, 48 different markets.
Yes.
What are your favorite markets outside of California? Because we know California is like its own country, okay?
I like Florida. I like New York.
Any cities in Florida, for example? I live in Georgia, so now I'm like honed in on what cities you have to say Florida is.
South Beach all the time.
South Beach. My favorite part of Miami, of course.
Florida is definitely one of the best states. New York, California, of course, is our hometown. We are very aggressive in California. Our LTV is basically, we could go up to 85% and give you 100% of rehab, no interest on holdback.
Awesome. So I think that's a huge plus for any real estate investor using your company as a resource.
100%.
How else can investors across the country use your company as a resource? Use Sunset Equity.
We also do cash out refis.
Cool.
And we also do bridge.
Okay.
So the way our bridge works, a lot of people need to buy a property, quick close, and get a conventional loan for the construction loan ground up.
Cool.
So in the interim, for them not to lose the deal and close it, they come to us. We close it very quick for them until they bridge it until the construction loan takes us out. That's another way of them using us.
Got it. Cool. What's your website? I want to go to it. Everybody listening wants to go to it.
SunsetEquityFunding.com.
SunsetEquityFunding.com. All right, cool. Listen up, Think Realty Nation. It's been awesome. It's been fun. I'm signing off. I'm going to go grab a nice hot tea.
Am I coming with you?
You're coming with me. Actually, we have a lot more to talk about, so we're going to make that happen. You got any questions? ThinkRealty.com if you want to listen to me on the radio and my entire awesome voice on radio. Go to ThinkRealtyRadio.com. Until next time, happy investing.
Thank you.
Cool, man. Well done.